Navy to keep base gyms open 24/7.
I think this is a good thing. Obviously, a lot of the gyms, especially in California, they're open 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And we have such a crazy schedule, hours, and the gyms being shut at certain times. I can't speak for all of them, of course, but the one in Charleston, it was closed on one of the holidays. Now, obviously, I didn't go to it because I wasn't there, but on a holiday, they're closing it down. What are all these kids going to be doing?
Mm-hmm.
They could have gone to the gym 24/7. I think it's a good idea.
Absolutely. I think it should have been that way, but, since the beginning. Like, I understand the logistics that go behind it. You got to have people there to operate it, people there for the front desk, things like this. You've got to have the people to work that time. But sailors work all different types of hours, right? And it's not fair for people who, are in shift work or, what have you. They want to get off work and they want to go to the gym, or they want to get up and before their shift or whatever and go work out before they go to work. Or it's I was never one of those people. I'm not a big gym person. It obviously shows, but still, but for those people that enjoy that type of thing, I think that was something that should have been afforded to them from the beginning. And I'm glad that it's something that's changing now. And I think that obviously that's something that was brought up to higher ups at probably, a McPond call or Admiral's call or something like that. And they're like, you know what, we're listening to you. And that's a great thing. And we're like, we're going to figure this out. We're going to make it happen. And obviously they made it happen. So
I will say with this too, like, I think it's probably very, I would say, sailor centric, because we work with, I see all sorts of branch members come through at TTF, Coast Guard, Air Force. It just kind of depends on what they're there for, different meetings and things like that. But in general, I would say we work very closely with the Marine detachments that are here, and they provide security and lots of other stuff going on across the base. But I think they tend to train the way I think Marines, I guess, have always trained. Because I don't know how many times I've drove into base to go to an early meeting or be there to set up for a trainer or whatever, and it's like 4 a.m, or you got to go for beat at the boat early for a watch, and you see them just running. It's dark, nobody else is up, but there's just a whole bunch of people running. They got backpacks on, rucksacks. Sometimes they have helmets and stuff on, but I think the sailors might benefit a little bit more from this. But if somebody were to say, well, the sailors can do that too, you guys can get out there and run, you guys can get out there and put on. But I think our manning is probably geared differently, so it's kind of almost on us at some point to maintain our health and physical status. So I think it's a good move. I think it's a good focus. So.
And you got to remember, too, our bases are all over the U.S. So in Connecticut, you do need a gym a lot of the times out of the year. Same thing in Georgia. How hot does it get? Sometimes you want to go to a gym and not get eaten up by bugs and all that. Washington State rains all the time. I hated Washington State. Never want to go back there. But to your story, it was pretty funny. It's very hard when you're barely making it to work at 7 a.m. and you can't move, and there's already Marines carrying each other on their backs, working out, and you're just like can't even get out of the car.
Or they're just in front of their barracks because they've got got like a little outdoor gym, kind of. They've got pull-up bars and all sorts of other stuff, and they're just out there killing it. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna finish my coffee and this donut, and then I'm gonna go in there and because log onto my computer.
Log into my computer because lunch is at 11. I gotta wait 4 more hours to lunch.
I remember in Guam too. It was forward deployed in Guam, and I mean it was a great place. I loved it. I always told everybody it was amazing because you just get up, put on t-shirt, shorts, flip flops, and go. But if we started any group PT or like the yearly or the biannual, I guess at that point, physical fitness assessment, we had to get up at like 4 or something before the sun came up because everybody would just be falling out if we were doing that at 6 or
way
7.
too hot. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I was when I was out there, we did the same thing. Like PT was always before the sun came up.
It's 7:15 and you're seeing some sunlight and it's already 92 degrees. And you're like, I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this.
Well, thank you to the Marines. Remember, no hands in pockets for the Marine Corps.
Don't you do it.